Welcome to Python for Introductory Statistics. In this video, we'll learn how to find percentiles. Let's look at this example. The age of the US Senators as of 2021 is given below. And the first part says, what is the 75th percentile? And then we'll also do the other percentiles later. So the 75th percentile, which is the same as the third quartile. Now let's open our Google Colab here. I already had one. So let's go ahead and add a new code here. Now we need the data. We also need what quartile we need. So first, let's import, as always, we needed numpy. So import numpy as np. And then we need to put our data set. I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste it from here. So here are the data set. Control C and then Control V. All right. And now we need to do the first one is the 75th percentile. So np, which we're calling numpy, the library numpy dot. Now percentiles are called quantiles in Python. So q. Now there you go. So there's a hint here. I'm looking for quantiles. And now first letter, the first input, by the way, it gives you a hint. Google gives you a hint that the first argument that you need to provide A is an array, it's an input data, which in our case, the data is X. And then the second one is we have to provide the percentile, but we're going to put it in decimals. So 75 in decimals, 75% is the same as 0.75. So we provide 0.75, and let's run this code. And it says 3.25. Now, did I run this? I may not have run this, right? And now let's run this. Yep. You see, when I ran this earlier, it was taking this x from the variable that we were dealing with x earlier when we were doing with another example. So, but with the moment I run this code, which came after it, then x now was with data, which is the age of all US senators. Then, of course, the answer now is 70, which makes more sense. What this means is that 75% of the US senators are of age 70 or less. All right, now let's look at the other part. Now, the other part is it asks us for the 10th percentile, 25th percentile, which is the same as first quartile, 50th percentile, which is the same as the second quartile, or the median is also the same. And then 75th, we already done, and 90. Now, what we'll do is we will do all this at the same time, 10, 25, 50, 75, and 90. And the way we will do that is, let's open a new code here, np.quantile, right? Quantile. Now the variable is still x, but now we'll put all of them as a list. So we'll open bracket. The first one was 10, which is 0.10. The next one was 25%, which is 0.25. The next was 50, which is 0.50. The next was 75%, which is 0.75, which we've already know the answer is 70. And then the last one was 90th percentile, which is 0.90. Now, this way, we'll get all of them in one line instead of doing this one line at a time. So when we run this, it gives us an array is the answer, which is a list here. So the 10th percentile is 49.9. So which means 10% of the senators are of age 50 or less, right? And then 25th percentile is 55.75, 50th percentile is 63, 75 is 70, which we've already done it earlier. And then the 90th percentile is 77, which means 90% of US senators are 77 or less year olds.